loves, and welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. So tonight I have a love message from your person. I will be pulling from this deck here just to see how your person is currently feeling, how they are currently viewing you and or your connection, as well as any other important messages that they may have for you at this time, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get a very clear and concise message directly from their heart space. Wow. So the first message that we have is, who sent you? Divine Feminine, there's a masculine who is extremely triggered by your presence, okay? So I don't know what it is about you. It could be the way you carry yourself. It could be the way that you speak to them. This could have something to do with your personal journey. It's almost as if someone is extremely triggered by you, but they're also kind of fascinated or even intrigued by you as well. So much so that they're still trying to figure out your placement in their life. So this could definitely be a masculine who's trying to figure out what exactly they want to do with your energy, what kind of connection this is going to be, or what role you're going to play in their life. So if you notice that your person is still in this very inquisitive stage when it comes to you or when it comes to your connection, this is why. All of this is kind of depending upon who sent you. And there's like a spiritual undertone to this as well. I'm picking up on a masculine that may even come from like a different background from you. It's almost like they come from a completely different world. And I'm picking up on this shadow energy as well. I'm also getting the word underworld very, very clearly. So this is very interesting. When we look at this spiritually, this is a masculine who has a very, very interesting past or a personal history that is just very, very layered. So naturally, they live by a completely different set of rules. This is someone that is tapped into maybe the shadow aspects of the world, or they could just have a lot of information about it or deep, deep knowledge in this subject. So I'm definitely tapping into dark masculine energy. And this is why this masculine is so confused as to who sent you into their realm, into their world. It's almost like this was a masculine who was living their lives as usual, and then your energy was placed in front of them, and they're trying to figure out who sent you. But the fact that their energy is coming through very, very triggered, that's the interesting part, because it's almost like you're holding their attention in a way that's really, really catching them off guard. So yeah, if you have a masculine in your life that is a little bit rough around the edges, they may have a very, very tricky past, or there's something here about the way that they view life that's kind of sticking out here. And it's coming through as like shadow or like underworld energy. And it's not coming through in a negative way. I feel like this is tapping in on a masculine who may have a really, really interesting personal history. They may be a little rough around the edges. Maybe this is tapping into their childhood or things that they've seen. Whatever it is that they've been through, it's caused them to look at the world through a very, very particular set of lens. Almost like they have a guard up, especially when it comes to their heart space. So the fact that you're in, their line of vision and you're triggering them in such a way, it really, really has caught this masculine off guard. Okay, so I don't know what it is that you're doing, Divine Feminine. I don't know if it's tied to the way that you carry yourself, the way that you dress. Maybe this could be touching on your personality, the way that you articulate yourself. There's something here that instantly made this masculine go, who sent you? Okay, let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is, all it takes is one look. Divine Feminine, it's your eyes, okay? It's the way that you look at this masculine. This is someone that sized you up pretty quickly, okay? This is definitely someone that had a very instant attraction to you. But if they were being completely honest, they feel like it's something more to you. This is why your energy is standing out. So this could be a masculine because of the way that they were raised or because of their POV. They just view feminine energy in a very, very specific way. And for some reason, you're standing out. And it's because the moment that they looked into your eyes, Divine Feminine, they knew that it was something more to you. There's something more to your story. There could be even a sense of familiarity that this masculine is picking up on. Okay? But I feel like what's being highlighted here is the fact that this was instantaneous. Okay? This is someone that thinks that you are beautiful. I'm specifically getting the word gorgeous. But instead of this masculine being kind of zoned in on how you look, how you carry yourself, this is someone that's trying to figure out who you are behind your gaze. They can feel that there's some type of connection there. There's something that they resonate with that they're trying to figure out. This is why this masculine is trying to figure out how to place you in their life. So you may notice that every time you come in contact with them, they may give you really, really heavy looks, okay? And it's almost like it's something on the tip of their tongues that they want to say. You may even see them or their energy beginning to open around you more and more. It's because underneath the way that you carry yourself, there's something that they feel is very, very familiar. And the reason why this masculine was able to spot you very, very quickly is because they live by a different set of rules. So there's a certain familiarity that they feel with you, Divine Feminine, that's also tapping into that knowledge of the underworld, okay? So this reading may be very, very specific. This is definitely tapping into a feminine who is very, very gorgeous. But you may also have a shadow aspect to you, Divine Feminine. It's almost like your energy is coming through as this gorgeous, dark empath. So this is not negative or this is not dark at all. This is speaking about two souls who have literally walked through the darkness at a particular point of their lives. And because you have, it's almost like you can identify that in someone else. This is what's happening. But for this masculine, it happened very, very instantly. So they're not focused on your outward appearance or the way that, you carry yourself. Because it's literally that inner resonance that's calling their name or that literally has their attention. And it's both triggering them, but it's also piquing their interest. I'm even getting it's turning them on. So if you notice when you get in your person's energy, them looking at you or really, really, staring at you deeply, it's almost like they can see you, Divine Feminine. Even if you haven't gotten to this place in your connection where you're openly expressing your past or what it is that you've been through or what it is that you know. When it comes to this shadow energy or this underworld energy, I'm kind of picking up on two things. You could either be a person who has literally walked through the darkness, you've been through the dark night of the soul, you know things about the human experience that the average person doesn't know. Or for some of you, maybe this is not your personal experience, but it's something that piques your interest. Maybe this is something that you research on your free time, but you definitely have a deep level of knowledge in it to the point where it's kind of shaped the way that you show up in the world. Okay? Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is, this wasn't my plan. Yeah, it's almost like we're going right back, circling right back to the first card. The reason why your person is so triggered by you, Divine Feminine, is because this is a connection that was not planned. This is a masculine that was not looking for you. This is a masculine that was not looking for love. And because they live their lives in a very particular way, maybe this is something that they're really, really intentional about. Maybe there are like pockets in their life where they put a lot of energy out towards maybe looking for a partner or engaging in relationships. This was not one of those times. It wasn't planned. This is why this masculine is sitting back and saying, well, who sent you? If I'm not in a place in my life where I'm actively seeking relationship or companionship, then who actually allowed you to cross my path? And why are they also having this very, very intense reaction to you? Because there's something about you, Divine Feminine, that is very, very triggering. I don't know if there's like a certain buzzword where this masculine is able to easily identify your background or something about you that you don't lead with. But like I mentioned before in the reading, this is someone who knows that there is more to you. And the way that your energy is coming through, you present very beautiful, because I keep getting the word gorgeous. Okay, so this is a masculine who could think that you are drop dead gorgeous. But behind your physicality is someone who has very, very deep intellect or very, very deep knowledge. And this masculine is so drawn to you because that's something that can't really be taught. That's a path that you have to walk through yourself. And if you ever come across a person in your life who's also been through the dark night of the soul, who's gone through some type of spiritual awakening, who maybe comes from humble beginnings, you can feel that energy on a person, no matter how they present. And this is what I feel like I'm picking up on here. This is a masculine and feminine energy that has way more in common than they may think. And I feel like you haven't gotten to that point of kind of peeling back the layers. This is just tapping into your masculine's mental process as they're sizing you up, as they're getting to know you. Almost like every single time they come in contact with you, they leave with another piece of information. And it's like they're adding it to this puzzle, trying to figure out who you are and who sent you. So this may definitely be picking up on a connection that's kind of in the early stages, because this is a masculine that has a lot of curiosity. But it's almost as if it's important for you to know this, Divine Feminine. This is a masculine who was not seeking out your energy. They were not looking for you. They were not looking for love. Maybe this masculine had their head down, they were working, and then you showed up on their path. And not only did you show up, you showed up with a very, very particular energy signature, something that instantly grabbed their attention. Okay? Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is, you are my perfect mirror. Wow. And I'm picking up on a lot of energy with this card here. I feel like this is why you trigger this masculine, okay? It's because of the way that you mirror them. This is also why this masculine is trying to figure out how to place you or what role you're going to play in their life. Because it's almost as if the more and more that they get to know you, Divine Feminine, they're also realizing that you play by a particular set of rules as well. And I feel like this is why your energy is coming through as this very gorgeous, dark empath. You know how to mirror masculine energy in a way that most feminines don't. This is why this masculine is triggered by you. It's also why it really only took them one look to know that you come from a similar background. And I feel like this is tapping into the way that your energy flows in a connection. It's like you never give too much. You're not easily moved. So what's really triggering this masculine is the fact that you hold up a mirror to them. When this masculine is showing up in your world and they're being, very charming, very open, very expressive, you also give off this energy. But when this masculine may pull back, when they're playing by their rules, however it is that they came up, or whatever template they're using to navigate their lives, it's almost like you show them that reflection. You're not trying to overcompensate. You're not doing anything in particular to get this masculine to like you or to favor you. You're just mirroring them, okay? This is why this masculine knows that you have something in common. Maybe you come from similar backgrounds. Maybe you both have been through the dark night of the soul. It's the fact that you don't really try to appease their ego. You kind of play into it. So this masculine may never admit this to you, divine feminine, but you're playing your cards right at this time. For some of you, you don't even feel as if you're doing anything. This is just your natural disposition. You don't overgive, you don't overshare, you don't chase. But whether you know this or not, your energy is landing perfectly when it comes to this masculine. Because maybe they're used to feminine energy overcompensating or over explaining, or they're used to that dynamic where they pull back and the feminine leans in. But you're not giving them that. So, because this masculine lives their life in a certain way, because they were raised in a certain way, I feel like you found this reading because these are things that they would never express to you. Okay? This is a masculine who's very, very observant. But the more that they spend time around you, the more that they're realizing you are their perfect mirror. However it is that they show up in the connection, you just hold up a reflection. And you let them know in a very subtle way what it is that they're doing. And it's triggering to them. Because it's kind of tapping into their psyche in a way that they're not used to being penetrated. So yeah, whoever you are, you are very, very smart, okay? You're maybe smarter than this masculine assumed in the beginning. And it's because, like them, you have knowledge or you have personal experience in areas that most people do not. Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is it's already yours. Divine feminine, this masculine is falling for you. And it's because they can see a piece of themselves that they don't see in their everyday life. This is why they took one look at you and knew that something was happening. Like something was being interrupted, you know? But this card right here is tapping deep into this masculine subconscious. I feel like this happened just as quickly as the attraction. But they're definitely in this place right now where they're trying to put logic behind how they feel. This is someone who subconsciously already gave you their heart from the beginning, or already gave you a level of access to them that they really don't give anyone else. Because they may feel that other people don't understand them. They don't understand their plight. They don't understand where they come from. And I just got clearly opposites attract. So yeah, this may be very, very specific. This masculine may come from a completely different background. They could come from a different culture. Maybe they're a different race. There's something about the both of your energies that when you look at it physically, there's a visible difference. But internally, you are exactly the same. And this is why this masculine is having a very, very intense reaction to you, divine feminine. Because it's like the minute that they identified that similarity in you, it was already yours. Their attention, their heart, their time, everything. So if you're at this place where you're trying to figure out how this masculine feels about you, they're definitely still sizing you up. Okay? Because of where this masculine comes from, it's almost like they have to continuously go through this trial and error process. So it could feel like they're putting you through that at this time. But they're not doing this with bad intentions. It's almost like they're trying to be cautious, or they're trying to prolong something that was very, very instantaneous in order to make it make sense. Okay? And I honestly feel like all of this is coming out in the reading because this may not be something that they're ready to tell you. But because they identify something in you that is very, very similar, I do feel like this is going to come out. Or you're going to have a very, very deep conversation and kind of unpack everything that the both of you have in common. And that conversation may be very, very shocking to the both of you. Because the way your energies are coming through, it's almost like you present physically different, but on the inside, you are the same person. You are the same soul. And that's why it literally only took one look for this person to identify that in you. Okay? Let's get the last message here. Okay, so the last message that we have is, I don't want to feel this way. Divine Feminine, you may have no idea how much you are actually triggering this masculine. The fact that there is such a stark difference from the way that you present versus the way that your intellect is coming through, this is really, really blowing this masculine's mind. Okay? It's almost like you came into their life presenting in a way that is extremely attractive. But the more that they get around you and the more that they understand that there's something deeper to you, that you have access to deeper information, they're realizing that you have deeper access to them as well. And this is why they keep going back to that energy of who sent you. Because this is someone that was not prepared to be feeling all the feels. They were not prepared to come face to face with their perfect mirror. So all of this may be very, very inconvenient for this masculine at this time, but it's still sticking out. It still holds a level of importance that they're really, really trying to get to the bottom of. This is someone that may be trying to figure out how you will fit into their lives, how both of your lives can come together. Because again, physically or just visually, you and this masculine hold two very, very different type of energies. But internally, you are identical. I'm also getting that this is someone that knows that they're about to see you again. Okay? I feel like this is tapping into your person's internal dialogue right before they see you, right before you cross paths. It's like, I don't want to feel this again. It's very, very intense. Every single time they see you, every single time they speak to you, when they look into your eyes, it's almost like this masculine was not prepared to cross paths with a gorgeous, dark empath. Because whether they like it or not, you're the type of person who just naturally lives by a completely different set of rules as well. You already know how the world engages you because of how you look physically, but they're never ready for what's inside of you. They're never ready for the knowledge that you have. So I feel like this is letting you know firsthand how even a masculine who is deeply intrigued by you or interested in you will still be triggered by you because of who you are or because of what you know. And they can't control it. So this is definitely someone that you're about to come in contact with again. I feel like this is someone that you have really close proximity to, and you're kind of going through this stage of peeling back the layers, getting to know one another on a deeper level. So if you've been picking up on the fact that there's also something about this masculine that you really, really feel connected to, it's either your past, it's your family history, it could be a spiritual awakening, you both walking through the dark night of the soul. What's very clear here is that the both of you have some type of knowledge that most people don't have. And that's the link that's holding the both of you together. And it's almost as if the more that that truth comes to the light, the closer you and this masculine may become. But this is definitely picking up on a very, very interesting stage that you're in. And with this card here, it's almost as if this masculine is kind of bracing themselves for impact. Because they know whatever it is that they give you, you're simply just going to hold up the mirror and give it right back to them. And this is someone that is both really, really triggered by that, but they're also very, very intrigued as well. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you resonated with this message, please be sure to hit the like button on your way out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to head over to Patreon just to pull 3 more cards to see what else you can expect from this person moving forward. If you would like to join us over on Patreon, you can find the link in the first pinned comment down below or in the description box. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.